Hi, this is Bonnie with TLC Inspirations with two new embroidery stitches. I've drawn my two lines across my fabric, and I'm going to start with the blanket stitch. So I've come up at the bottom line, and I'm going to move over to the right on the top line, and then I'm going to go straight down and come out at the bottom on top of my loop of my thread. So that creates a backwards L. Now remember, I am also a beginner, so I'm just sharing my learning process here, and hopefully you'll learn something with me. Okay, again at the top, up over the thread, and little backwards L's. You can do these as close together or as far apart as you want. Obviously, if you're holding two pieces of fabric together, you want to keep them fairly close together. So down at the top, out at the bottom, over the thread, and then pull it in. And you just keep on working your way across that way. You can use this in quilting on your seams. You can use it for edging on a blanket. Works great to hold two felt pieces together. Again, remember your needle comes over your thread. And you can see my two lines. They're just there to kind of give me a guide, and so that you guys can see what I'm actually doing. Again, there's the blanket stitch. So I hope you've enjoyed the little tutorial on the blanket stitch, and I hope you can find ways to put it to good use, and happy practicing. Now the next one is a herringbone stitch. This one was a little trickier for me to get the hang of, but I think I'm doing pretty good with it, so I'm going to go ahead and share it too. So I came up on the bottom line, and I'm going to go up at an angle and to the right of that bottom thread. So I'm going to move over here to the right, insert my needle, and then I'm going to come back out not quite in line with where I came out at. As you can see, I created an angle and came out on the other side of it. So now I'm going to pull my thread. You can see where it would naturally go. And then I'm going to come back up about in line where the threads cross on the bottom edge. Again, up at the top, off to the right. Going to come back up, kind of centered where the X will be. And then follow my thread to the natural point at the bottom. Insert my thread, come up at the natural point, which would be the center of the X up above. And then just keep on working across to the right. And then about halfway across, you come back up with your needle. And then back down on the bottom line. And again, do the same thing. So that's your herringbone stitch. You can also do that as close together or as far apart as you want. It also works great on seams. And I hope you have enjoyed this short little tutorial on the blanket stitch and the herringbone stitch. And thank you for watching.